Promoting the growth of the tabletop sports hobby, this is Imagisport.
That he gives to Z, and that's going to put him in for the finisher, the despicable chokehold, 11-55. Z is about on Dream Street here. He's not responding. The ref is checking his arm once. He's checking it twice. He's checking it 3 times. That is it. And the commissioner is jumping for joy here because his man, Vic Losum, just put Z out of commission. He won the match, so the commissioner doesn't have to face Z in the ring anytime soon. Let's see what's going to happen post-match. It's going to go to Highlight Reel U. Okay, so here we go. Highlight Reel U, 16. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? What is going on here? But who is this guy? Has come to the ringside who has a beef with the commissioner himself, and he's talking to the referee here, saying something about there's a foreign object or something that Losum used. The referee checks, and sure enough, he finds a foreign object. He reverses the decision, and ladies and gentlemen, Z is your winner. Z is your winner. The commissioner's beside himself, but who is this guy? Came down, said that Vic Losum pounded Z with a foreign object before putting him in that despicable chokehold. The referee found the foreign object. He's disqualified Losum. So your winner is Z. And guess what that means? Z technically wins the match. And so now he's going to have that match with the commissioner, whether the commissioner likes it or not.
Imagisport presents Old School Wrestling, featuring the stars of the Old School Wrestling Association. All OSWA matches are simulated with Face to the Mat from PLAAY Games. You can order Face to the Mat and various wrestler card sets from the PLAAY Classic website at www.playclassic.com. Now, let's go to the OSWA studios.
Hello there, and welcome once again to Old School Wrestling here on Imagisport. I'm Derek Jones. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. We have an action-packed card for you as we head towards OSWA Uprising. Of course, that's coming up on episode 21 of the series. And as you saw in our opener, we have another match for it. The man called Z will finally get his hands on the commissioner after the turn of events at the tail end of our last show. Speaking of Uprising, a lot of matches today are going to have Uprising implications because 3 of the 4 matches we have featured, the winners of those matches will advance to the Gift or Gone event that is going to be at Uprising. Now, more details on how that's going to work a little bit later on. Sergeant Slash will be in action in just a few moments. He's going to be taking on the Duke of Whirl. We're going to have a tag team match, which continues the story that Roughneck Ron has been having with the Blue Collar Mafia. He's going to team up with Jerry Wayne. They're going to take on the Blue Collar Mafia team of Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything. Then in our main event, another storyline that's been going on has been the Good Old Boys and the Big Deal, and to see who's going to be moving up the ranks in the tag team division. Well, today we're going to have a singles match between Edd Hargus of the Good Old Boys and the Big Grabowski of the Big Deal. And again, winner there will advance to Gift or Gone at Uprising. Also today, the television title is on the line. Croc Wilson will defend against Honky Tonk Hank McFee. So like I said, sit back, relax, get your popcorn ready. We have some great wrestling action coming your way, and our opening contest is going to start right now. So let's head to the ring. And it is a qualifying match for Gift or Gone. Introducing first, coming to the ring at this time from Kent, England. Weighing in at 235 pounds, this is the Duke of Whirl, Sir Douglas Marbury. And his opponent heading to the ring hails from Granite Shoals, Texas, 255 pounds. This is Sergeant Slash. Sergeant Slash and the Duke of Whirl to kick things off here today on Old School Wrestling. And for our pre-match festivities, we are going to go to Highlight Reel R. and it is going to be a 12. The heel gets in the first blow before the bell to begin the match, and so the Duke of Whirl gets an automatic point to start out with, and we are off and running here, and we're going to go straight to the wild card chart for our next one. So wild chart, in-ring matches. And it's going to be a 16. Is Sergeant Slash a favorite? He is. A celebrity climbs into the ring to aid a wrestler. So Ray Bob Walker doesn't really like what's going on with, so he distracts the Duke of Whirl. Sergeant Slash starts to turn things around in his favor then, and he will get 2 points. And we go on. Strong, we were looking for Strong. Duke's only strong on a square. Sergeant anytime, so he's going to get 3 points for a face driver and reverse. And is he agile? He's not agile. So is the Duke of Whirl powerful? He's not. We're going to flip on. Looking for mean here. Sergeant Slash is mean. 3 more points for a human torture rack. And then over here with a TV grade, that's going to go in favor of Sergeant Slash. 2 points there for a knee drop. Back to powerful. Back to Sergeant Slash. 3 points for a vertical suplex and a pin attempt on a chip. But the Duke of Whirl kicks out at 1. So we go on here with it. And so we're going to go to helped here. Neither one is helped in this situation. And then we're going to go back to TV, back to Sergeant Slash, back to his 2 points. And it is the government issue powerbomb, 11 to 55 to get it done. 1, 2, he does not get it done. No, the Duke of Whirl amazingly kicks out at 2, and we go on. So we're going to do highlight reel. Odd for A, even for B. It is odd. We're going to go to highlight reel A. All right, so it's a 63 here. The wrestlers exchange ugly blows, increase each wrestler's grudge grade by 1 point. So tempers are starting to flare here. Nothing moves on the match track, but we will increase both grudge grades by 1. All right, so here we go. And so back to favorites. Sergeant Slash is a favorite again. 2 points for a turnbuckle smash. And so cheat. Sergeant Slash, though, does not have the cheat quality. Duke Whirl does not have the favorite, so we're just going to go on there. Powerful, back to Sergeant Slash. Wrestler scores 1 point and additional points until opponent breaks the hole with a die roll of 1 to 3. He's not on a square, so that's not going to work here. Let's see how far down the match track he goes here. He is able to break the hold with the first, but it is on a pin space. So again, we're going to get a pin attempt here. But again, the Duke of Whirl kicks out at 1. Okay, so Sergeant Slash, specialty move. It is the Hanoi Hello body chop for 2 points. And so now it's going to get another pin space in, but this time the Duke of Whirl's D is going to go down to an F. So basically we need Snake Eyes in order for him to win the match. So there is 1, there is 2, there is 3, that is it. And Sergeant Slash is on his way to gift or gone with a very convincing pinfall victory over the Duke of Whirl here in our opening contest. So we're going to go to highlight reel T for our post-match festivities. And so that's going to be a 56. The face win results in the heel ally injuring the face during the celebration. Wait a minute, what's coming out? Wait a minute, what's your Finny Akid doing out here? Your Finny Akid's out here, and he blindsides Sergeant Slash, and now Sergeant Slash is going to be injured. So Sergeant Slash is going to be injured for the next show. Oh my, what a turn of events we have seen here. So it looks like the Yefeni El Akid has blindsided Sergeant Slash. Bing Chung Yi's come out to help in the beatdown here. But wait a minute, here comes Colonel Union to chase them away. But it appears that the Duke of Whirl has now joined the foreign destruction faction that Yefeni El Akid is creating here in the OSWA. But officially, Sergeant Slash is your winner of our opening contest. We'll return with more old school wrestling right after this timeout. And Sergeant Slash is your winner. He will qualify for a gift or gone, but at what cost? As you saw, Yevgeny Alakid attacked him after the match and apparently left him injured. So what ramifications are going to come from that? We hope to have an update on Sergeant Slash's condition sometime before we go off the air today. While we're waiting for that and our next match, just wanted to remind you that today's Old School Wrestling broadcast is being brought to you by PLAAY Games, the maker of Face to the Mat, the official game engine of the Old School Wrestling Association. As you can see right here, Face to the Mat is available for sale right now at playclassic.com. And it was announced on an earlier YouTube stream from PLAAY Games that the 2023 WAF card set is just about completed. They just need to do a little proofreading and it should be made available very soon. In the meantime, you can get the 2021 set, you can get the decade sets, 90s, 80s, 70s. And again, these are fictional wrestlers, but they are based off of real life professional wrestlers. So again, you can create your own storylines, whatever your heart desires. You are the promoter in your Fed. So once again, the Face to the Mat game itself costs $49 post-paid, and wrestler sets range anywhere from $16 to $21. You can get them both in print form and in PDF. That's Face to the Mat from PLAAY Games, available at playclassic.com. That's 2 A's in the word play, playclassic.com. Now, we're set to go to our next match, tag team action. Roughneck Ron, Jerry Wayne against the Blue Collar Mafia. Let's go to the ring and get to that action right now. Our next match here on Old School Wrestling is a tag team contest, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first team number 1 from Olathe, Kansas, weighing in at 270 pounds. This is the Freight Train, Jerry Wayne. And his tag team partner hails from Deer Park, Texas, 280 pounds. This is Roughneck Ron Cassidy. And their opponents making their way to the ring at this time, they are accompanied by Roger the Welder Elder and the executive assistant, Debbie Caruso. They represent the Blue Collar Mafia. Introducing first from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 255 pounds. This is Mr. Everything, Jeff Fairweather. And his tag team partner hails from Oma, Mississippi, 280 pounds. The Steamroller, Kevin Linton. All right, so the Blue Collar Mafia in the house today to take on two of their nemesis, Jerry Wayne and Roughneck Ron. And winners of this tag team match will also be entered into Gift for Gone at OSWA Uprising. And so we have a 5. That's going to take us to Highlight Reel R once again. So on Highlight Reel R, it's a 13. The bad guy celebrity distracts the face. The heel slams the face from behind, and the heel scores 2 points. So our other auto racing aficionado of wrestling here, Jordy Pettis, is clearly in the corner of the Blue Collar Mafia and provides the distraction that is needed for the Blue Collar Mafia to get the initial upper hand here. So they are going to get 2 points right off the bat. Bell sounds. Here we go. But now the trailing wrestler, so Roughneck Ron, will come back with a knuckle to the temple for 2 points. Let's see if he can tag out to the Freight Train, and yes, he does. He's able to tag in. And so here comes Jerry Wayne. Here it is. The cheat quality does not look like either wrestler is cheat. We'll move on. TV grade. They both have TV grades. We'll go to the favored Mr. Everything. 1 point for a crane kick. And we'll see if he can make the tag to Kevin Linton, and he does. So the Steamroller will get his first action of this contest. Looking for Agile here. That's going to go to Jerry Wayne on a circle. 3 big points for a single leg powerbomb and a tag. Back to Roughneck Ron. Oops, sorry. Did not mean to roll the dice there. TV grade again. They're both single A's, so it's going to go to the trailing Kevin Linton, 3 points for a roll-up. And let's see now if Linton's going to make the tag, and he does. So frequent tags abound here in this matchup so far. All right, so cheat quality, everything does not have cheat. So we're going to go to Roughneck Ron, but he's not quick, so we're just going to flip. TV grade, that's going to go to Roughneck Ron, 3 points for a Tiger Claw. Reaching for the tag. Oh, wait a minute, it's going to be a hot tag for the Blue Collar Mafia. So they are actually going to switch and get a point out of it as well. All right, object. Neither one has an object. The favorite quality. Linton's not favored because he's a heel. Roughneck Ron is a favorite, however, and he's going to get 2 points for a knee breaker and try to get that tag. He cannot get it, though. So it's going to go to agile. Neither one is agile. Heavy. They're both heavy. Linton's trailing, though, so 3 points for a body avalanche. Let's see if Linton can make the tag. He does. In comes Mr. Everything. So everything against Roughneck Ron. Again, neither one has an object. TV grade's going to go to Roughneck Ron. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 points for a roundhouse kick and a pin attempt. 11-43 to get it done. Mr. Everything kicks out at 1. And so Roughneck Ron is going to try to get that tag. He's a little weakened here. Can he get it? He does. And in comes the freight train, Jerry Wayne. So, but Wayne does not have an object. So, but wait a minute. Roger Elder comes in with a sneak attack, and so Mr. Everything's going to get 2 points, and he's going to cover Jerry Wayne. Can Jerry Wayne kick out of it? There's 1. There is 2. Needs a 43 or less, but he just barely gets it. Oh, my goodness. So Roger Elder almost helped his team to victory there. No tag, though. Everything and Wayne are still going to be in the ring. So we're going to go to specialty. Who's behind on the match track? It is actually Mr. Everything that is behind. So it's his one size fits all trapezius nerve hold. And that's going to translate into his finisher, the utility takedown, flying shoulder tackle, 11-35. It's exactly a 35. 2, 3. That's it. And the Blue Collar Mafia are victorious. Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything over the team of Jerry Wayne and Roughneck Ron. So we are going to go to Highlight Reel U for our post-match. And it's going to be a 31. The heel win results in a new feud with the face ally. And so the Blue Collar Mafia is celebrating in the ring, but out comes Mother Mertz. Mother Mertz has been watching what's been going on lately, and he doesn't seem to like what the Blue Collar Mafia have been getting away with. So it looks like Roughneck Ron and Jerry Wayne have a new friend in Mother Mertz, and it looks like Mertz is going to continue the fight against the Blue Collar Mafia. But the Blue Collar Mafia are your winners in this tag team match, and Linton and Mr. Everything have punched their ticket to Gift or Gone. We're going to get our studio set up for the ringside lounge, and then we will return. You are watching Old School Wrestling exclusively on Imagisport. And it is time once again for the ringside lounge, and here is your host of the interview segment. It is none other than Lucky Lou Cool. And his guests today, as determined by a roll off camera, are the current OSWA World Tag Team Champions, Nick Kanicki and Dan Hammer, members of the Blue Collar Mafia. And of course, you know darn well that Roger, the Welder Elder, is also out here to support his championship tag team. So let's go see what happens here in our segment today. And so it is a 41, and so it's a 41 here.
And so both celebrities join the host and guest for the show. Fight breaks out between the celebrities, and wrestlers will join in. Okay, so this is news here. So the race car driver who won in the who distracted them in the last match, Jordy Pettis, comes out, starts running his mouth, and then here comes Ray Bob Walker out, and so Ray Bob, you know, he is not too happy with what's been going on either. You know, he's coming out here to support Jordy Pettis. Now, his main adversary is Sergeant Slash, but of course, Sergeant Slash is on the shelf right now thanks to being put on there by Yefeni El-Akid. However, coming out to the aid of Ray Bob Walker are the good old boys, Ray Hargus and Edd and Haystacks Hill. Gaylord T. Goods coming out here as well. And this looks like a Pier 6 slobber knocker going on out here. The Big Deal, who's in a feud with the good old boys, at this point, you know, they're just sitting and watching and laughing and saying, let's wear themselves out. I mean, we can take care of business a little later on, so it doesn't really concern them much at all. And so, man, the first line here, everything's going out of control, and it looks like we might have a tag team grudge match with the celebrities involved for next week. Oh my word. So what type of a grudge match is it going to be? Ooh, it's even going to be an object match too. So we're gonna have to you know, put our thinking caps on for this one a little bit. But it looks like I'm gonna have to make some wrestling cards for Ray Bob Walker and Jordy Pettis to settle this feud. Security's in to break it up, so we're going to have to step away to let things get cleaned up here. We'll be right back with more old school wrestling right after this timeout.
So what a situation we have on our hands after what we just saw go down at the ringside lounge. Commissioner's going to have a lot to sort out there. And again, hopefully we can get some word as to an official ruling as to what's going to happen in the aftermath of that particular situation. Again, we'll keep you informed as best we can, hopefully before we get off the air here. But the commissioner did have an important announcement that he wanted to relay to you fans, and that is that the Old School Wrestling Association has entered into a working agreement with KC Rice's Wrestle America Federation, where the talent that you see in the OSWA and from the WAF 70 sets will be participating in both federations. And so if you want to see some of the stars that you see right here on Old School Wrestling in other venues, then tune over to Board Sports Networks for their new Thursday Throwdown series. At the time that I'm recording this video, 2 episodes have been uploaded to YouTube, and it is my understanding that Casey's going to try to get an episode per week out of that broadcast. So once again, you can catch the OSWA stars also toiling their wares in the WAF on Thursday Throwdown, and that is weekly on Board Sports Network. And speaking of which, the episode 2 of Thursday Throwdown, you'll be able to see a little history between Sergeant Slash and Yefeni El-Akid, and probably understand the reason why things came to a head the way they did earlier tonight. Now, it has been disclosed that Sergeant Slash did suffer an injury to his shoulder as a result of the attack from Yefeni El-Akid. But that didn't seem to dissuade Sergeant Slash, because he stormed into the commissioner's office demanding a one-on-one match with Yefeni El-Akid for our next show. The commissioner tried to talk him out of it. He said that injury, if you let it heal just a week, you know, you'll be better off for it. And if you go through with this match, you know, you might risk your spot in Gift Forgone if the injury gets aggravated any further. Sergeant Slash didn't want to hear any of it. He is seething mad. He wants Yefeni El-Akid in the worst way. So the commissioner decided, okay, you want it? Fine. So next week, it will be one-on-one, Sergeant Slash versus Yefeni El-Akid on the next episode of Old School Wrestling. So let's get back to this week. And to our television title match. Croc Wilson makes his defense against Hank McFee. So let's go to the ring to get to that title encounter. Our next match here on Old School Wrestling is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the OSWA Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger, heading to the ring at this time from Dixon, Tennessee, weighing in at 260 pounds. This is Honky Tonk Hank McFee. And his opponent heading to the ring at this time. He hails from New Iberia, Louisiana, weighing in at 275 pounds, and he is the current reigning and defending OSWA Television Champion. This is Croc Wilson. All right, so Croc Wilson is ready to make television title defense number 3 here today. Remember, if he makes 5 consecutive successful defenses, he can cash in his TV title for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's go to the pre-match. We're going to stay on highlight reel O this time. And it's a 52. The Hotbox ally of the underdog wrestler, upset by condescending comments, increased the grudge grade 1 point. And that is our old buddy Al Rose. Apparently the Allison chants are going strong again. So Al Rose is going to get a little bit angry about that, get his grudge grade bumped up a little bit. The referee has his final instructions, and this is what it's for, ladies and gentlemen. The OSWA Television Championship on the line, and here we go. And we're going to go to specialty right away. Croc Wilson being the favorite here. This Crocodile Rocker near knee bar for 3 points. And then grudge grade, that's also going to go to Croc Wilson, and that's going to be 2 points for a knee to the stomach. Is he strong? You bet he is. So that's going to be 2 more points for a belly-to-back slam and a trip outside of the ring. So this match is broken down. Wilson gets a steel chair and smashes Hank McFee with it. Apparently the referee might have been incapacitated a bit. The trailing wrestler option to deliver the payback pose or follow the ref's directive to return to the ring. Hank McFee needs some points here, and he's going to get 3 of them. But they're still outside of the ring at this point, where anything can happen. And it's a 7. Leading wrestler slams opponent on the concrete floor for 2. That is Croc Wilson. And so we're going to go to 9. Trailing wrestler. Again, or are we going to go back to the ring? Hank McFee is going to deliver some more punishment, but only for a point there. We're still outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more points for Croc Wilson. And now he's going to roll Hank McFee back into the ring, and he's going to make a pin attempt, 11-43. But Hank McFee kicks out of that, and now we are back to in-ring action. So here we go. Trailing wrestler is going to be Hank McFee for 2 points with a knife hand chop. And now we're going to go to the wild card chart for our next set of maneuvers here. All right, what's going to happen on the wild card chart? It's going to be 45. And does Croc Wilson have the cheat quality? He does not. So the cheating move causes the referee to stop the match. No decision. So apparently it went outside the ring again, and all hell broke loose, and the referee decided to make it a no contest. So we're going to do another grudge match challenge. There will be a rematch for the TV championship, and I think we're going to make this one no disqualification. So once again, officially no contest, although I guess you could consider it a successful title defense because Croc Wilson retains the OSWA Television Championship, but he's going to have to face Hank McFee again on our next show, and this time in an ODQ match to settle this once and for all. Once again, the referee has disqualified both wrestlers here in this television title match. Croc Wilson is still your TV champ, and we'll be right back with more OSWA Old School Wrestling right after this timeout. So controversy abounds here after that match. No winner. They are both disqualified. Croc Wilson is still your television champion. But a lot needs to be decided there as to how we move forward with the television title picture. Again, let things settle down. Commissioner sort it out. Again, hope to get some clearance on this before we go off the air today. Just another reminder that our next super card is going to be coming up on episode 21. That is OSWA Uprising. And again, we have some great matches signed so far for it. As you heard earlier, Z finally gets his matchup against the commissioner as a result of what happened on our last show. And as you know, the OSWA World Championship is going to be on the line as the Lobster Man will defend against Steve America. And as I explained on our last show, Gift or Gone is going to be part of OSWA Uprising. So far, we have 3 participants that are going to be in Gift or Gone: Sergeant Slash, and then, of course, Kevin Linton and Mr. Everything. There are going to be 10 wrestlers overall in this event. And basically what's going to happen is there are going to be 4 briefcases, and there's going to be a briefcase at each corner of the ring. So the object is to grab one of those 4 briefcases. Once all 4 briefcases have been possessed, the match will end. And so in those briefcases, 3 of the 4 briefcases will contain title opportunities: 1 for the world title, 1 for the TV title, and 1 for the tag team titles. The 4th briefcase, however, will contain a pink slip. That's right. One of the 4 wrestlers who grabs a briefcase will be fired. Who will it be? You'll have to tune in to find out. Once again, that's Gift or Gone. And just added this week to OSWA Uprising, another wrestler that's been in a thorn of the side of the commissioner for a while is, who is this guy? Well, the commissioner's decided that he's had his fill of him. So he has put his hired muscle, Vic Losum, in the ring against Who Is This Guy? That's right. Vic Losum and Who Is This Guy will battle one-on-one at OSWA Uprising. So again, stay tuned for more updates in future episodes of Old School Wrestling. And again, OSWA Uprising is coming up on episode 21 of this series. Now it's time for our main event. Edd Hargus of the Good Old Boys and the Big Grabowski of the Big Deal. Winner gets to qualify for Gift or Gone. Who's it going to be? Let's get to our main event and find out. Our main event today on Old School Wrestling is a qualifying match for Gift or Gone, and it is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, heading to the ring at this time, being accompanied by the big fish in the small pond, Marlon Kimbrough, and representing the Big Deal. From Springfield, Illinois, weighing in at 290 pounds, this is the Big Grabowski. And his opponent heading to the ring at this time, accompanied by his tag team partner, Haystacks Hill, and his good buddy, Gaylord T. Good, representing the Good Old Boys. From Tulsa, Oklahoma, weighing in at 300 pounds, this is the farmer boy, Edd Hargus. These 2 teams have been feuding for quite a while here in the OSWA, and now they are in singles competition, a member of each squad here. Let's see what's going to happen pre-match. We're going to go to Highlight Reel R. And it's going to be a 42. While the face and the referee discuss the rules, the heel attacks the face with the object, and the heel will score 2 points. So basically, the ref is trying to get everybody out of the ring and back to their hot box positions. And just when the ref does one last check on Edd Hargus, Big Grabowski grabs something out of his trunks and connects with it. So once again, we have some pre-match shenanigans. The referee immediately calls for the bell, and here we go. And Big Grabowski, though, is not a favorite. So we're going to go over here. Edd Hargus is strong, though. He's going to mount a little bit of a comeback with a shoulder tackle. Let's go to smart. Neither wrestler is smart. Helped. The big fish, Marlon Kimbrough, is actually Marlon Kimbrough tries to come out, but Haystacks Hill meets him and sends him to the back. So actually no people were helped in this situation here. So we're going to go to specialty. And it's going to be Edd Hargus being the trailing wrestler. He's going to go to the down home welcome where he tosses opponent outside the ring. So 4 points, and why not? We'll go to the out of the ring chart. Okay, and we have a 7 here. So the lead wrestler slams opponent onto the concrete floor. So the Big Grabowski takes a hit on there for 2 points. And so we go to 10. Leading wrestler, again, a chair shot. And Edd Hargus gets a point there. Let's go to cheat, though. Actually, they're still out of the ring, excuse me. And so we go to 9. Trailing wrestler, option to deliver payback blows or return to the ring. Grabowski's heading for higher ground here. He's going to go back in the ring, and he's going to use his cheat quality this time. 2 points here for a low blow on Edd Hargus. And so now he's going to use his specialty, a size 16 big boot, for 3 points. And now we are almost even once again on the match track. Grudge is going to go to Edd, though, and he's going to get 2 points for a turnbuckle smash, and that's going to lead to more out of the ring action. And so we have an 8. Leading wrestler pummels opponent onto the announcer's table, but it's the main event, so the leading wrestler will smash his opponent into the announcer's table for an immediate pin opportunity. It's got to be 11-43, though, in order to get it done. And Grabowski will kick out. But we are still outside of the ring here. We're not outside of the ring anymore because we threw him back into the ring for that. So now we're back to normal. Trailing wrestler, though, is Grabowski. He's going to come back with an evade and then TV grade. That's going to go to Grabowski, actually. 1 point for a hammerlock, and back they go outside the ring. Oh, my goodness. Number 9, trailing wrestler. Well, neither one is trailing here, so they're just going to go back inside the ring here. And we're going to look for mean. That's going to be the Big Grabowski. 2 big points there for a schoolboy. And that's going to go for a pin attempt here. So we have a count of 1 on Edd Hargus. And so we will fight on here. And we're going to go to Grabowski's specialty move. He's got another big boot for 3 points. And that's going to set up with the blow this taco stand, airplane spin, and toss, 11-45. But it's a 46. 1, 2. Edd kicks out. Oh, my goodness. Agile. Edd is agile on a circle. He is on a circle. So he's going to get 2 points for a Samoan drop and a pin attempt. But again, it's on a chip. So 43 or less will kick out. 52, that's 1. 35 is 2, however. So Big Grabowski gets his shoulder up, and off we go some more. Heavy, and both of them are heavy. Grabowski's trailing, so it's going to be 3 points for a BTB pile driver. 1, 2, 3, and we are on a pin attempt, and it's a D, though, so it's got to be 11-16. Can Edd do it? There's 1. There is 2, and there is 3. So the Big Grabowski pulls off a huge victory, and he is moving on to gift or gone with a pinfall win over Edd Hargus. Let's go ahead and go to the post-match. And that we're going to go to Highlight Reel X. So on Highlight Reel X, it's a 15. The winning wrestler extremely agitated about the questionable tactics of opponent. So not only is Grabowski going to get the win, but now he's going to be on the positive side of things as it pertains to his grudge grade. So adding 3 to his -1 will give him a +2 on his grudge grade. So there you have it. Big Fish comes out to celebrate with the Big Grabowski, and the Good Old Boys will, Haystacks Hill, come out as well to console his partner. So, and what's that going to mean for the Good Old Boys heading into their match against Kaneki and Hammer next week in that 6-man battle? Be that as it may, the Big Grabowski is your winner in our main event today, and so thanks once again for watching Old School Wrestling. Let's go back to the studio for a wrap-up of today's show. So it's a Big Grabowski moving on to Gift or Gone with his victory over Edd Hargus today. But mark my words, we've not seen the end of the feud between the Big Deal and the Good Old Boys. That's for sure. On to our next show. What is going to be happening? Again, we have some more matches that are going to be involved in Gift or Gone. Crash Bradley will try to get a spot in that event. He's going to be taking on Bananas Foster, who's had some impressive victories during his run here. As mentioned earlier, Sergeant Slash and Yefeni Al-Akid will go one-on-one in the ring. The commissioner has decided, due to what happened in the TV title match earlier today, there will be a rematch on our next show. Croc Wilson will defend once again against Hank McFee, but this time it's going to be a no disqualification match. That's right. Croc Wilson, Hank McFee, no disqualification for the television title. And then the commissioner also ruled on the brouhaha that happened at the ringside lounge. So your main event on our next show is going to be a 6-man tag team match. On one side of the ring, you're going to have the Blue Collar Mafia team of Nick Kanicki and Dan Hammer, and they are going to tag team with Scram race car driver Jordy Pettis. That's right. He's going to be getting in the ring. And then on the other side are going to be the Good Old Boys, Edd Hargus and Haystacks Hill, and their partner, Jordy Pettis's rival in Scram, Ray Bob Walker. So that's right. We have 2 Scram legends that are going to be getting into the ring for the first time in a 6-man match. Kanicki, Hammer, and Pettis against the Good Old Boys and Ray Bob Walker. That is your main event on our next episode of Old School Wrestling. As far as other things that are going on the channel, again, I'm going to be debuting a series called Great Games of the Past, where I dig into my collection of games that have been, you can say, discontinued, but are still alive by some members of the gaming community. So be on the lookout for some of those videos the next time that I grace the airwaves here on Magisport. So that's going to do it for this edition of Old School Wrestling. From all of us here at Magisport, this is Derek Jones saying thank you once again for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.